Ntano de omo hwehwe the face behind the new force no ebusia. Squad bi you see the rough tactics amanipa no wababo ntia abaka no kre. Now Endra, now it was a program bi ekoso e the Black Star Square. Ladies and gentlemen, omo atu ni the convention. Now Endra BBC am program no omo cancel ye last minute. Ladies and gentlemen, eno no mo hold the press conference omo abo omo adwen e wo ho. Presidency nana rodankwa akufo-addo na kache almost the statement be abeto abonten ebusa ebeko insem into details midi e Kojo Black trends GH. Now Sandra Okwan ya digital marketer or see be at home and work online ejuma we ehia qualification bia ne ohia smartphone and laptop and intimashowa so be fresh Sandra Okwan no be show online job no any so at the end of the day no obenye sika egu botom saso and obenye bi ahwe ebusuya. So Endra 7th January ebusuya eno na a constitutional day. Yes, we and a program be was senaka ebaso the Black Star Square omatu ni din ebusuya the convention just speakers and I say activists and I say omo pese Africa etumpon omo ka oma dwinye pa eche mpenifo no baako Dr. Arikana from Zimbabwe, Patrick Lumumba from Kenya, Julius Malema from South Africa, NAF Peter Obi, the darling boy from Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I was say, and Jumtofo ananka omobe entertaining amount for ho Wiyala, Stone Boy, the B0re Nation president, NAF Efia Nocturnal. Ladies and gentlemen, now I know, and there was a program no more this so somewhere 5 p.m. exactly. So Endra around 6-5 there no enable to be debi national security NAF state officials must stop it this event almost you debi impenifo we na omo bakasa ne artists ni no they should return to their hotels what I said just say omo mpene momo mbepie mo ho eno na Ghana for bebrina no omo kopie mu ewo event na se nebusu omo type wo hwe sane omo buafu ewo ho na enya sam keto a
Because you sent your men, B0re, you sent your men, and then you have the voice, order from above. You know the orders, and you know the powers. This thing is not in the remit of the Constitution? Hasn't it been organized within the remit of the law? So how can you tell us that the power above us is cancelling the program? Who network power to them? Who gave full power? Now, let's take Article 1 of our Constitution. What does it tell us? It says supremacy resides not in the hands of the public, not in the hands of government. This is a state apparatus, not a government apparatus. This is a state apparatus. What is happening there?
It was on to where near ACO, the Black Star Square and Dra. And then later, in Kokwasaka cry poppy up and say, national security or much more say, security drills be ebekoso ewo and Dra, and Nunti, and Mama Quino. Nano and Ebusia, the presidency official statement or more about one thing where office of the president or more muchum say. Revocation of permit. Request to use Black Star Square for the Black Star Line Festival. We write to revoke immediately the permission granted per our letter dated 11th November 2023, which approved your request to use the Black Star Square for the above event. This decision has been necessitated by an unforeseen state event scheduled to take place at the venue. Under the circumstances, the amount of 10,000 Ghana cedis paid by your office for the use of the venue will be refunded. We regret any inconvenience this may cause. H.M. Wood, Chief Director for Chief of Staff, Ebusian Ono Ena Nensa Eshe Enkrata we ase Oma Kope Chief of Staff, National Security Coordinator, the Diaspora Affairs, any Presidential Security Coordinator, and one sem B0re, ladies and gentlemen. Neno Ebusian the convention, Omu hold the press conference. Na press conference no wutie in someone omoka ebusuya yendi kan yentie Peter Obi ono was one of the speakers for the occasion.
Failure of African leaders rising up to their responsibility that is keeping Africa where Africa is today. A continent of immense hope and resources. The only way to resuscitate and keep that hope is by having competence. As long as we continue hiring wrongly, as long as we continue having incompetent people who don't have capacity, we will remain where we are.
So after Peter Obi's statement, we know and Dr. Arikana from Zimbabwe, ebusia ono so chese debi nia esino we are there e homo
to come and join us here in the great country, the Republic of Ghana, a country that is so pivotal to Africa and Africa's development. We couldn't have had this conversation in a better place than the home of none other than Kwame Nkrumah. So yes, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to come. We were supposed to be at the convention center, I agree, but this is life. Things happen, changes do come. I can't answer your question, my son. I too do not know why we're not at the convention center. But I came prepared to address the youth. That's what we were asked to do. We were asked to encourage the youth to talk about Africa's future. The future that we all know can only succeed when our youth are empowered with knowledge. That is what all of us have done here. To my right, Professor Lumumba, he speaks nothing but the truth about our beloved continent and way forward. To my right, Honorable Peter Obi, same thing, same message. The world at large, they know that Africa's future is in the hands of our youth. So New Africa Foundation specifically requested us to come and address African youth, starting with the youth in Ghana. And from what I'm hearing, the youth had actually come from all over Africa and some came from outside Africa, specifically to hear the message of empowerment, the message about our future, the message about the miseducation of not only our youth, but us as Africans, the message about empowering our children and letting them know that now it is the time for us to do what we must do to take our Africa back. For far too long, we have been lied to. For far too long, we have been miseducated.
And one of the speakers, Julius Malema ebusia ono de wan we nkopie mu ewo event no ase ne no na mafo chim se de bi ebia ono no ohun ye se we de eyekan ne ken se na na do danko akufo-addo ene no nkrofo enya de a omo bepene because eba no the new force a omo ankasa no amamfo bi tata yo mo na no and Patrick Lumumba ebusia from Kenya papa no kana dwie ono de o kire mu se Kwame Nkrumah Ghana baby Kwame Nkrumah ogina ye oka nsem na no de omo koho de nsem bi ebetudwa ebeboa Africa omo stop here omo ebusia papa ne dwalai.
It is in this Accra, Ghana, that the Osagie for Kwame Nkrumah almost 67 years ago spoke to the world and told the world that the independence of Ghana meant nothing if the continent of Africa was not free. 67 years later, we were congregating here in Accra, in the very same place where the founding fathers and mothers of Ghana congregated to share the message of hope. Invited as we were by the New Africa Foundation, with one single instruction that we have lamented for too long, agonized for too long, and the time is now to organize. That is the innocent message that we came here to deliver. And in a manner totally inexplicable to us, we are not at that venue. But is it not the wise to say, when the world serves you a lemon, ask not for an orange, make yourself lemonade? We are here therefore to say that the message will be alive and well. And you who are here, young and old, you are the conduit via which we are now telling the world that the journey of hope continues apace, not only within the continent of Africa, which is the mother continent, but to Africans in the diaspora. I have no doubt in my mind that there is a conspiracy of sorts by the elements that it should happen the way it has happened. So this is not an occasion for lamentation. It is an occasion for redoubling our efforts. Out of this Accra, Ghana, there was a great son, the Usagifo Kwame Nkrumah. Shall be well with Accra, Ghana.
Thank you. The New Africa Foundation, the sponsors for this event, which is the convention, the New Force. Now, about the New Force, Aoba Kaisa Nansia, almost spokesperson, Shalima Crown, or my penny for crown on Mutim Debi, Akitation, on San Koni Krum, Ebuson, with the Tiko Cry Frigana. Nano, and Ebusia, Nana Kwame, Bediakon, Dodonano Efran, Cheddar, Brantie Wusika. Chese washa omwa oni omu edi agura ebusuanya sam ketwa ni influence huge eno na chese Cheddar ebusuan we galai after you say makanokre mo pese mo hu the face of the New Force Nana Kwame Bediakon me na me the face of the New Force ebusuan san ya waye emotional na okasa ewo ho na yentie Cheddar.
Thank you very much. In 21 years of my life, I have been serving a nation, working so hard just to become an example of what wealth looks like. And building wealth comes from knowledge, comes from wisdom, comes from understanding. You need to get this value from your own surroundings. I grew up partly in Ghana, partly in England, and I came back to Africa. 2001. Unlike Martin Luther, I did not have a dream, I had a vision. I started watching the youth and the streets and the roads, the rules and the regulations, the conditions and the constitutions that is stipulated and embedded on us as Africans. I had to walk on a different path, and I was alone. My investment on the roads became a landmark. And whatever I invested on this landmark is a footprint. I am here for a legacy. I am part of your historians. And I know many people want to see the true side of me. I know you know Nana Kwame Bediakon, but I know you're still looking for Freedom Jacob Caesar. Yes, I am Rick Christian, and I'm here. I'm not here to take your value. I'm here to add value to you. I discovered that the land that we belong to had so much wealth that until we turn it into our own, our economy will never be sustainable. And we cannot forever live in our countries with a box economy. I needed to create a middle income economy without being a part of the government. Why so? Because I believe it's part of my responsibility. I took a different path. My movements, my foundation, my groups, and all of this have acquired some wealth, but the wealth that I reinvest back into society, it has become a part of my mission to make this change. I believe that I belong to Africa. I am a son of this soil, and I can add value to humanity, and I came here to do that. I came here to add value to this world and to nature. I am not going to live here without God even being proud of me. And when I'm not here also, I want you to remember that I came. And I want my absence to be felt. And for that reason, I know you're looking for the man. And the man in the mask is sitting in front of you. I have nothing to be scared of. I came to you as your salvation. I don't invest in myself alone. I am investing in you. And truly, these innocent leaders sitting beside me, of course I will not go to them and tell them that, hey, I am a man in a mask and I want you to come to Ghana to support me to do this and this. And this man of this dignity and this woman with such power will say, yes, I'm going to follow you to come to Ghana to do your convention and all of that. No. It is part of the movement. We need to educate. We need to uplift our children. We need to voice out to them. If you are about to find out about this man in the mask, because I never spoke a word, you were looking for me. I didn't tell you whether I am into politics, whether I am an evangelist, whether I am a conventionist or a revolutionist. After this day, you will have to wait for me to share my policies and my visions with you. And if I'm the reason why the country or the government is not happy about these great voices coming to educate not only Ghana, but also Africa, then I'll take this moment to sacrifice myself, to unveil myself, because I have much respect for these great leaders beside me. It would have taken my own time to tell you that I am. But for this very moment, I am sacrificing myself to let you know that I'm that man. But I'm that man with a good purpose, with a great vision. I have a plan and I have a vision for this nation. And not only this nation, I have it for Africa too. But I know Africa is the next biggest thing, because out of all the continents that have been developed in this world, there is only one continent that is not developed. And I am sent to do that. I am not interested in people's positions. I am not interested in presidential positions. I am interested in the regions and the humans. I am interested in the countries. I am interested in the continent. The resources here, the human resources here, the great opportunities to be able to prove a point to the world that this is what we can make out of ourselves as a black society. We have been doomed and disrespected, undervalued by everybody in the Western world. My pain is in my heart and I can't express it to you, so I let my actions speak for me. I want to thank you very much for this moment, and I want to thank its greatest leaders. Your voice would never leave us as Africans. And it's the beginning of a new Africa, a new nation, a new dawn, a new mindset. Everything is new. Thank you.
Intended your more share the face behind the new force no Nana Kwame Bediako aka Cheddar ono and I watch them say Debbie ono and the face behind that mask no and you know omo tata the new force for no a brass one I was say omo redraw ebusuan accoutrement bi a omo use because omo de omo nya nipa bone for midi Kojo Black aha Trans GH. Masra wa so ba kira wadwen amami e comment section ho. Na obe share video we na afoforo so ensa ebeke bi. Makramo.
I can rap better than you. You know the punchlines I have.
You seem to forget I write most of what you rap. This girl here is the real best rapper alive. Let's take it to B0re.
Let the world be the judge of who is best at what. Join the fun on B0re app. Challenge anyone to anything.
Killer, the car rapper, Osiela, Obatumida, Untumida, Mano Semja, Spitfire, and Samoja.
B0re is fun, interesting, and entertaining. Get the all new B0re app everyone is talking about now.
Just wait and see it.
I'm winning.
You think you're the best dancer, singer, actor, or anything for that matter? Challenge someone to it on B0re app and get the bragging right. B0re. It's fun, it's a vibe.